Hey, back again with some more Japanese tools. Beautiful hand tools made in Japan from Nepros and Koken. So today I have a Nepros quarter-inch drive ratchet that I'm going to check out. Also some accessories and some Koken Nutgrip socketry items, which I'm excited to see and to use. And also I'll do a short comparison between the Koken Zeal quarter-inch ratchet and the um, Nepros quarter-inch, and see what the differences are and which one I like better. So let's get into the Nepros. As always, beautifully packaged. Okay, so this is the quarter-inch ratchet from Nepros, 90 tooth gear inside, and this is the long version. So this is the Koken Zeal. So you can see this Nepros is a little longer. Very beautiful chrome. As always with all the Nepros items I have, I am just blown away by their quality and how good they look and how good they feel and how good they function. So very beautiful. On this one, part number is NBR 290L. So this is the long handled quarter-inch ratchet. I'll let you hear the tooth there. Very fine tooth mechanism inside. Selector feels very nice. It has a very positive feel on these Nepros ratchets. It also has the locking mechanism there to hold your socket in place. And I've been using the 3/8 Nepros ratchets for maybe a month or two now, and I'm very impressed with them. They are a pleasure to use, and I'm sure this one will be a pleasure to use also. Again, the chrome on these is a deep luster. It's beautiful. These quarter-inch ratchets do not have the rubber detail like the 3/8 do. So you can see the size difference between the 3/8 head and the quarter-inch head. So it is a fair bit slimmer, and I think this will round out my some of my quarter-inch needs. And I've been using the Koken Zeal quarter-inch ratchet lately, and I just really felt like I needed to go with a Nepros quarter-inch as well. So this is the Nepros quarter-inch ratchet, long-handled version. Got a few items to go with it. I can't have a Nepros ratchet without having a spinner. Their spinners are great. I really like them. This is the NBE 228. Of course, quarter-inch socketry items and ratchets is going to be designated by a 6.3 square millimeter instead of quarter-inch a lot of times for Japanese tools. So this is the quarter-inch spinner. Same beautiful chrome. And these spinners are functionally very useful. I've been using them for a while now, and they really help you start a nut or a bolt that you're working on, and they help you also if you're using a 6-point socket, for instance. It helps you just make a fine adjustment to fit it into onto the fastener. So I really like those. I have one for all my Nepros ratchets now. They're very useful. I just leave them on the ratchets because I use them so much. Don't really take them off unless I need to. Get in somewhere extra tight. Also picked up a Nepros adapter from quarter-inch to 3/8, which which is designated by 9.5 millimeter square. Same chrome on all the Nepros items, very beautiful. And we could throw a 3/8 ratchet on there, 3/8 socket. Can't have enough good quality adapters. When you need one, you need to have them around. So that is the accessories I got with this ratchet. Going on to the Nutgrip Koken socket items. These I've wanted for a while because they have an interesting retention mechanism for bolts and nuts, and they retain the head without using a magnet. They have a spring. Let me take one off of this rail here. Kind of an old-fashioned rail it comes on. Probably not super useful for what I'll use it for. I'll probably take them off of there. So same Koken satin finish, very beautiful, and you can see there's a spring wrapped around the top of the socket, and inside there's two balls on opposing flats. So if you put a nut in there, it retains the nut. And there's no magnet, no magnet, so you're not going to get metal filings building up in there. So you could reach down to a grimy hole and start your fastener and pull it off. So you're not dropping your bolt or your nut in dark, grimy corners of your work life. So these are the Nutgrip sockets. This set in particular comes with the 7 millimeter, 8, 10, 12, 13, and 14, 3/4 inch drive. So that'll fulfill most of my needs for this. Usually if I would need a bigger socket, I would have more room, less chance of dropping something. So let's see the fit on the Nepros ratchet here. Very tight fit, actually. Very secure, very snug. You can hear that fine tooth gear in there. Very low swing arc. Very small. So those are the Nutgrip sockets. I also got a from Koken. This is their part number 2137. This is a 1/4 inch bit retainer. So you can use 1/4 inch bits on your ratchet. So that's very useful. If you don't have room to use an actual bit driver, you could use this item and get some very fine control on that too. Obviously with this one you could easily over torque that fastener that you're working in, so extra care would be necessary. And also it comes with the same type of spring retention as the Nutgrip. So you can see there's one ball, a single ball in this one, in one of the corners. Same type of spring, so same mechanism. Very good design, non-magnetic, which I like. It's a neat thing that they've done. This one I've had. This one I recently got on this purchase. This is the Koken's version of a spinner adapter. So this is also, like the Nepros, a 1/4 inch to 3/8 adaptation with a spinner wheel. See how those fit. My Nepros sockets here. Very nice fit with a spinner wheel. This one I've had too. This is the 3/8 to 3/8. This one's the 1/4 inch to 1/4 inch. And then I have this one also I got in this purchase, which is the 3/8 to 1/2 inch. So if I ever need to use a 1/2 inch socket with my 3/8, there's the adaptation with the spinner wheel. Thoroughly impressed with all these Koken items and Nepros items. I can kind of see where I'm going with this. I'm definitely being drawn towards the Nepros Ratchets for my ratchet needs, and the Koken socket items that you get. The amount of innovative socketry items they have just exceeds other manufacturers. So if you need some very interesting and useful socketry items besides basic sockets, Koken is the company to go with. For regular sockets though, deeps and shallows and things like that, the Nepros sockets are going to be hard to beat as well. They're beautiful, and they have been working out very well. So let's see here. So this is the Koken Zeal 1/4 inch drive ratchet. This is the Nepros 1/4 inch drive. You can see the size is very similar. The Zeal is slightly smaller. A little smaller in that dimension as well. And just slightly smaller in general. Obviously it's lighter. This one's a longer handle. The selector I find on the Zeal is so light, it's almost too light. That's fine. It just doesn't have a positive feel to it. It's not floppy, but it's not. It doesn't have a very positive retention on each side. As opposed to the Nepros, has a very positive feel, much firmer, and I like the feel of the Nepros much better. And let's see here. Let's grab a. So this is a Koken Zeal 14mm 1/4 inch drive. Let's check out how it fits on here. So this Zeal series has no play in the actual socket. No play. There is some play with the actual mechanism itself, but not in the socket. Very little movement. Zeal series, which from what I understand, they are made to a tighter tolerance than most sockets in general. So on the Nepros, extremely solid feel on there. Very solid. There is a slight amount of play on the actual drive itself. So I would say the matching of the Zeal series ratchet to the Zeal series sockets is a tighter tolerance than this Nepros ratchet to the Zeal series socket. But in real world use, I don't think there's going to be any kind of difference. Having used this Nepros or Nepros ratchets and this Koken ratchet for a while now, I can say that I prefer the feel of the Nepros ratchets while using them. So I hope that gives you a little more insight in between the two brands. And this has been more Japanese tools. Nepros, Koken, ratchets. These are beautiful. I love them. I'm excited to use this one now. And I do have some more items coming from Nepros. Also some cool socketry storage items and some other Japanese tools in the future. So we'll check those out in due time. But thanks for watching.